Hello. I am back. And no, this is not a Warframe video. It's just, I'm a gaming channel, so I gotta have, game on here. For the most part, at least, I should say. But anywho, point is, subject of the video, as you can tell from the title, is D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Now, obviously, I'm not playing Dungeons and Dragons, and also I don't know any of y'all are. I am hoping that some of y'all do, and also want to know what y'all would, what kind of roles y'all prefer to play if you do. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Oh yeah, I forgot I knocked one of these things. Give it here. Anywho. So, to the topic at hand. D&D, as I'll constantly refer to it, instead of Dungeons and Dragons, because it's so long to say. Should you play it? Are you one of those people that thinks that it is, it's just, thing that only nerds or geeks or people with no lives play? If so, then you're at the wrong channel, just like, because that's actually a very common thing about people who play video games, too. Granted, neither one of these are as common nowadays as they were back then, but it still is. But anywhoozles, I highly recommend trying out Dungeons and Dragons if you haven't already. Which I will go ahead and straight up say, it vastly depends on who you are playing with, because that changes the overall feel of it tremendously. Like, think of it like this. You enjoy, let's say you enjoy playing Warframe. But it's, not so great for you. But, you get a couple of your friends in here, and you start playing, and all of a sudden, it turned into a smorgasbord of fun. Don't judge me on smorgasbord. Because the point I'm trying to get across is, it's a game that is based around playing with multiple people, and it can be either really fun or boring as hell. I will not deny this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So, what can you hope to expect playing Dungeons and Dragons, D&D? Well, if you like acting, but can't ever get into showbiz or get into plays or anything, this is actually a very good outlet for it, because you can basically create a story out of nothing and play the characters that you want to play as. And it's all impromptu acting. Alright, there's no script, there's no, director telling you what to do, none of that. You just got a general story to follow, and the rest of it is up to you. Like, if you, let's say the story is, go stop the evil necromancer Zargon from destroying the world. You can be a mighty paladin that's on his quest to go destroy the evil necromancer for all eternity. Or you can, be just a, regular shop owner who just wants to, go around selling his merch. Granted, I wouldn't make, as great of a story, or great of a character role for it, but, hey, character development happens. So, I mean, there's, it's kind of a little way that you can go about, having a generic thing to whatever the hell you want. And not to mention, there are, and I'm going to say this literally, there are literally hundreds of classes to choose from, and thousands of feats, which further enhance and change how your character is. Not to mention dozens of races to choose from. So, I mean, there is such a variety, so many ways to play it. And the thing is, you don't even have to do it by the books. You don't even have to go buy a book, look up line, different things for it. You don't have to do any of that. Hell, you don't even need to have dice or a character sheet. Granted, I would recommend it, because, that can be, part of the fun, depending on who you ask. But, you don't even need to have a character sheet or dice. You can actually just get a group of your friends together, talk, and just basically talk everything out. Say what you're going to do, and do it. You can LARP it, which that's a completely different thing, but ultimately Dungeons & Dragons and LARPing kind of go hand in hand, I think. So, it's not, too far-fetched to be saying that. I mean, hell, me and my friends have done it a few times. It was pretty fun. And also, it doesn't have to be just, you see in movies and whatnot, doing a little dungeon crawl, trying to get to the end, whatever. You can base it off of anything. Hell, we have done some Bleach and Naruto, One Piece, Kingdom Hearts I've done, personally made. I personally made my own, rule books and everything for it a while back. So, I mean, it can be whatever you want it to be. You want it real time? Make it real time. God, freaking healer. If you want it, ancient, you can be ancient. Medieval. Future. Sci-fi. Horror. It does not matter. There's just so many different things you can do. Oh my god! Why are you taking no damage? And I need to get out of here. Because I forgot to go pick up life support, like always. That's my main reason for never freaking surviving long, because I never get life support. But that's a different thing. Anyway. Not to mention, if you want to, just sit back and not really do much and just be like, yeah, I'm just going to, go over here and, make this armor for 3 days. Go over there and make that armor for 3 days. If you want to go over here and go into the battle arena and fight every day for a month, go there and fight every day for a month. If you want to just sit there and have a good story, better have a good storyteller, would you? And play through the story. I mean, it's just all in good fun, I'd say. But, of course, it's all a point of preference, not everything's for everyone. So, if you play it and you don't like it, one thing like I said before, I recommend doing is, get nothing. Try it with a different group of people. I mean, it's just that simple. And you try it for a couple groups, and none seem to be having any fun for you, and it ain't for you. No harm, no foul. But hey, at least you tried it out. And if you do end up liking it, invite your friends. I mean, there's obviously, you kind of don't want to have, too many people in one group at once. I find the healthy amount is, excluding the DM, 4 to 3 to maybe 7 max people, per session. You know what? Let's go to. Let's go to the void. I could use some. Where is that? There you are. I could use some argon crystals. Anywho. But. And also, kind of jumping a little bit with it. Which, by the way, if you ever listen to me or know me, you know that I have a tendency to kind of just jump around a bit, but still kind of get my point across. I am terrible at just thinking on the spot, but that's, what this is. I don't do any scripts or anything because that's just too much work. I'm lazy. But anywho, you can, alright, here's the thing that also turns people off, is character creations and feats and all that good jazz. Alright, yes, it can be, a lot to take in, but if you just, go out, get yourself a book, spend, look through it every now and then, at the very least look through the, how the stats work and everything. It's actually not that hard. It's just, kind of a lot of memorization, and yeah. Which people have even made, oh god damn it, I forgot. I am so squishy. Y'all didn't see me die too much in this. I'm normally playing as Vauban, who is a CC Warframe, which, in case you don't know, crowd control. And so I typically have everyone, locked down for the most part. So I can't really, get hurt because, can't do anything when, they're immobilized. But anywho, off topic again. Alright. Character creation, it's pretty simple. There's a few ways to go about it. The way that we typically do it is, the dice roll. Alright. We take, it kind of depends on, how we do it, but for the most part, we take, what is it, 4 6-sided dice, and then we roll them. We take the highest of the 4, roll the other 3, add it, take the highest, and then roll the other 2, take the highest, add those 3 together, and that is our stat modifier. Which, stat modifiers is for, it's the number you put in your stat. Alright. So, and your stats are as follows: strength, dexterity, constitution, wisdom, intelligence, charisma. Alright. A lot of it's kind of self-explanatory, but different stats give you different bonuses for different skills, and I am not listing the skills. Alright, I am not going to do that. That is way too many for me to go through right now. And I do not plan on making this a too long of a video. Alright, anywho. Alright, strength, how hard you hit, how much you can carry, that stuff. Alright. Dexterity, it's, how nimble you are, like, how fast you are on your feet. And depending on what type of RPGs you play, or MMOs, it also dictates, your bow damage and accuracy. Constitution, that's, how, it's how healthy you are, right? Your resistance to, like, poisons and whatnot. That's what Constitution does for you. Right. Intelligence, it's kind of self-explanatory. How smart you are. And wisdom is, how wise you are, how good you are at seeing through things. Kind of, look, the roundabout ways. Oh god, no. Stop it. Alright, anywho. And charisma, it's, how people perceive you. How likable you are. Alright. Each of those, do different things for different skills, different classes. It's all, something that you would have to, look at specific classes for and the skills. I'm not going to go through them, but, as a, general thing, like strength would affect, like, climb, you gotta, have some good strength to climb. Build, lift up your entire body.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Alright. Dexterity. I got nothing off the top of my head. I don't really have much of these off the top of my head. Like I said, it's been a good while since I've actually really played. But I would like to again. Alright. So, I mean, all I gotta do is just, get my friends together and, we can play together. But because of my work schedule, it's kind of hard for me to do that. So it's just, Oh, shit. I kind of just got destroyed right there. But anywho's, if y'all want to, hear more about this, let me know. Which I will, go ahead and be doing another one soon. Kind of going over, how we, my group, we would build characters and whatnot. Not to the full extent that we would, because we do some, little things differently than most, but for the general purpose of it, I'll go through that for y'all. And I guess for now, I hope this, little video about saying, try D&D out didn't deter y'all, even though I did this such crappy way of describing it. But I will see y'all next time. This has been Mr. Pink. Goodbye.